Alright people, it's a very sad day, man. One of my favorite fish passed away yesterday and I can't lie, this one hurt, man. People, it's Nagini, my rope fish. She is one of my oldest fish, man. I've had her since 2019 and she was actually one of the first fish for my Roma 200. So yeah, I can't lie, this one definitely hurts. But yeah, today I wanted to talk about what happened and yeah, hopefully this will be helpful to some people. But also I am finally gonna give you guys a complete update on the 6'4" aquarium project because yeah, there's been a lot going on behind the scenes and that, and there's quite a bit to talk about. So yeah, if you're someone who one day wants to keep a massive aquarium and you want to get an idea of the things you have to deal with when you're trying to get this aquarium custom built, then yeah, make sure you watch till the end. It has been stress. But yeah, first things first, let's talk about Nagini. Nagini is my rope fish, and like I mentioned, I've had her since 2019, and that was literally just a year after I got back into the hobby. Making a long story short, I went to university and in 2018 I graduated, and when I came back, my mom, being the absolute legend that she is, decided to buy me a Fluval Flex as a graduation / welcome home gift. And yeah, I had an aquarium as a kid, so it was like picking up an old passion that I completely forgot about. And pretty much straight away I started saving up for a bigger aquarium so I can keep bigger fish as well. And yeah, in 2019 I finally got it, and when we started shopping for some bigger fish, that's when I discovered rope fish, which, oh, I remember that day, man. I was so excited because I love eels, and of course most eels get way too big even for a 200-litre aquarium, and the rope fish, even though it's not a true eel, it's like the perfect substitute. So naturally I bought the rope fish straight away. I bought Nagini for like £20 and she was in that aquarium since then, man. And yeah, I can't lie, seeing the tank now and not seeing her swim about is definitely a bit painful to see. It's one of those fish that kind of becomes part of the room. Like when you're chilling, well, in my case it's in my bedroom, so when I'm chilling in bed and I look over to the aquarium, it was pretty much guaranteed to see Nagini swimming about or lurking somewhere where you can kind of see her. Yeah, it's weird, man. When you've looked after an animal for so long, you definitely build a connection. But yeah, people, let's talk about the reason she passed away, because the worst thing is the rope fish was not the only fish that passed away. I've lost quite a few fish over the past few weeks, and it all comes down to the weather. Yeah, people, it has been incredibly hot in the UK, and the problem is, for anyone who doesn't know or who lives outside of the UK, the homes in the UK are not built for heat. Like, they're actually built to keep heat inside, because usually it gets quite cold here and we don't get hot weather a lot. So when it does get warm, it gets really warm inside. Currently today it's 31 degrees and it is absolutely baking. But yeah, the thing is, of course, when the room gets to that temperature, the temperature in the tanks do increase as well. And my tanks are usually at 26 degrees Celsius, so them suddenly going up to like 30 degrees really stressed out a lot of the fish. And people, I'll be honest, I've tried so much to keep the temperature in checks. Like, I put in ice cubes in all of the aquariums. I've done water changes where I took water out and replaced it with cold water. I even tried clipping on a fan to the Roma 200. It was like connected to a USB thing. And yeah, that's actually where the first casualty happened, because whilst I was having that open, one of my African butterfly fish literally jumped out, which, yeah, that's a problem I have with pretty much every tank. Like, I have jumpers in almost every tank, and keeping the lid open just simply isn't an option. And the other thing as well, because I've got work and all of that, I wasn't even home most of the time. So yeah, all I could really do is do a water change or put in ice cubes in the morning. And then when I came back from work, I would then have to try deal with it and try get the temperature back down, which, yeah, all of it was quite stressful for a lot of the fish. And yeah, we did unfortunately end up losing quite a few. In my interpet, yeah, people, we lost a lot of the Pseudomogoluminatus. There was one still alive, but I can't see him right now. Well, that sucks. Okay, my Mosquito Rasboras also unfortunately passed away. In my Roma 200, of course, the rope fish passed. Yeah, people, it's been a lot of stress. Like, even today, right now, I've got water bottles in the freezer that I'm gonna just put into the aquariums once they're frozen. I don't know, it works better than ice cubes. And yeah, people, I don't know, like, there probably is a lot more I could have done. Don't want to completely blame it on the weather. There's definitely some responsibility on me as well, because of course, I've decided to keep 5 aquariums, so I'm I'm gonna have to deal with the pressure of trying to keep the temperature down in 5 aquariums. But yeah, man, I don't know, it is quite frustrating. But yeah, anyway, the techniques that I've just mentioned, they are pretty much the techniques that worked for me. A lot of the fish are still fine, like Luna is still fine. We still got the jaguar catfish and the snakehead in the Roma 200. The moray eels are still fine, Jimbei, the stingray and all of that. Like, I don't know, the biggest loss I would say would probably be my ropefish Nagini. And yeah, guys, just be aware when it comes to the heat, like it can definitely affect your aquarium and it does stress out the fish a lot. So don't just hope for the best, definitely try and keep the temperatures down. And yeah, the one thing I've discovered so far is the water bottles do seem to work a bit better than just putting ice cubes in. Of course, trying to do water changes does a big help in getting the temperature down. If you don't have jumpers, then you could put a fan over the top as well, which kind of helps cool it down. And another one that I didn't even consider is getting blackout blinds, which then kind of stops the direct sunlight coming into the room and that. So yeah, that's another thing to consider as well. But yeah, people, the only thing I can really do now is continue to try and maintain the temperatures in the aquariums and hope that the rest of our fish do get through this heat wave. And yeah, I know some of the fish are kind of lonely right now. Like, I've got one single mosquito rust borer in the interpet, so I may have to get a few to kind of give him some company, but I'm not going to replace any of the Pseudomogul luminatus at the moment. I'm going to wait until it cools down. And that's the same with like the African butterfly fish and the Congo tetras and the rainbow fish. Oh, I can't believe how many of my fish have passed away over the past few weeks, man. It's actually been stress, man. Yeah, let's just hope that the rest of the fish can get through this heat wave. Now let's switch gears and talk about the 6-foot aquarium, because there has been a lot that's been happening behind the scenes. And yeah, I kind of realized that I didn't actually mention it in quite a few videos, so I thought it would be a good time to actually give you guys a complete update and let you know what's going on. So yeah, it was quite difficult to get a rough estimate on how much it would cost to get the aquarium, the cabinet and getting it into the house, but my rough estimate was around £1,500, which is why I kept saying that we should be getting the 6-foot aquarium at the end of the summer. However, I've been chatting to a few companies over the past few weeks, and yeah, people, I can't lie, it's starting to look a bit more expensive than I thought. Now, I'm not going to mention any of the company names just so I can be a bit more transparent and give you my true thoughts, but I am going to give you the rough prices that I have been quoted. And yeah, I can't lie, it's a bit, yeah. So as you know, my original goal to save up was £2,000, and that would have included the tank, the cabinet, the lights, the filter, what goes inside of the aquarium, like the sand and all of that. Based on some of the prices that I saw, like ready-made sets of like 6x2 aquariums, or just some of the prices that I saw floating around on the internet. And yeah, just to give you an idea, I've picked up 3 that gives you an idea of how many decisions there are to make, man. So one company, once again, I'm not going to mention any names, but the rough cost of building the aquarium, the cabinet and getting it to my house would be around £1,500. However, it doesn't include them bringing the aquarium into the house. They kind of expect you to have people at the house ready who can help you carry it inside, and they can only guarantee bringing the aquarium to the front of your house. Basically, installation is not part of their delivery service, so you would kind of need to find people yourselves who can help you bring the aquarium in. Like, the delivery drivers might help, especially if you pre-arrange it. Now, there's another company I spoke to, they quoted me around £1,800, but the problem is that was only a rough estimate. We haven't spoken about materials or the cabinet or what kind of holes I need drilled in for the filters and everything, so it could still kind of go up and down. I am going to talk to them soon, so that is a potential one there. Now this next one was, people, I can't lie, it's a little bit frustrating. So this company does offer installation, meaning they will bring the aquarium into the house and put it onto the frame or whatever, and they'll take over that hassle. And for that reason, I kind of went the furthest with them in regards of talking about specifics, like what I need, how the area looks and the tight corners and things like that. The only problem is they took a long time to give me a price, and they finally gave me a price yesterday. And people, for everything, they are looking to charge me around £2,700, which yeah, kind of completely changed everything, because I kind of assumed that it's going to be a bit more expensive because they're offering that installation process, and I thought maybe £2,000. If that was the case, then I would have taken another few months to kind of save up. But yeah, that much, that like, I can't lie, I feel like I don't want to make any accusations or anything. I could be completely wrong, but they do know that I do YouTubing, and they did admit that they don't really understand YouTube, so maybe they assume that I'll make a lot of money on YouTube, which guys, I really don't. You need a lot of views to make a lot of money on YouTube. Like, to give you guys an idea, I get about anywhere between £2 to £4 for every 1,000 views. Yeah, yeah, like I said, I don't make a lot. This is a hobby, guys. This is not my career or anything. So I would like to make it my career one day, but it's definitely not right now. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure whether they kind of inflated the price a bit. And this is another reason why I'm not mentioning any names, because I could be completely wrong. Maybe their cost is just really high and they have to charge that amount. But yeah, it definitely put a spanner in the works, because I was pretty much ready to go with them until that ridiculously high price came up. So I'm back to square one. I'm thinking I might try and see if I could maybe hire a moving team, and then I could go with the cheapest option, get the aquarium delivered to the front of the house, and then get the moving team to kind of take it into the house for me. So yeah, people, there's a lot to think about. So please, if you have any suggestions, any opinions or anything, let me know in the comments down below. I am open to any suggestions at all, because right now, honestly, I have no idea. By the way, if there's anyone watching who does custom aquariums and you can give me a better deal, please let me know, man. I'm being fully transparent with you guys. I'm telling you my budget here and that, because yeah, the main thing I want to do is sort out the 6-foot aquarium for my fish, because some of these fish do need that bigger space. But at the same time, I don't want people to take advantage, if you get what I mean. Like, we all broke out here, man. Now, a lot of you have asked me, why am I not buying a second-hand aquarium? And people, you know what? It's a very fair question, because I could technically get a 6x2x2 aquarium for a lot cheaper. You know, it might even come with a stand or something. But the problem is, guys, getting a second-hand aquarium, even though most people will probably be fine, there's always a slight danger that there could be something wrong with the seal and it could leak. And if we were talking about a small nano aquarium, then, you know, it wouldn't be that much of a problem. But we're talking about a 6x2x2 aquarium that will have over 600 liters of water, and it will be in the living room where we've got the TV and all of that. And on top of that, some of my most favorite fish will be inside of there. So there's just so much that can go wrong if that tank ever bursts. So even though it's going to cost me significantly more to get a brand new aquarium made, I would just feel so much more comfortable with having that safety. And I'm more than happy to save up that money, even if it takes a few extra months. But yeah, guys, I'm going to continue to keep looking. Keep in mind, these are not the only free stores that I've spoken to. I've spoken to quite a few different places just to get a general idea. And yeah, don't worry, guys. Once I've decided who I'm going with, of course, I'll let you know what the company is. And I'll try and talk to them. Maybe they might even let me record the process of putting that aquarium together, because I think that would be so interesting to see. But yeah, I just thought I would share this experience with you guys, just so you can get an idea of some of the things you need to sort out or think about when you're trying to set up a huge aquarium. Also, of course, there was this heatwave thing, because this heatwave is going on in the UK right now. And yeah, if you live in a country where it's really hard to regulate the heat inside of your house, then just, I don't know, keep that in mind for your aquariums. It can definitely affect them. And yeah, as you can see with me, unfortunately, I ended up losing one of my favorite fish. But yeah, anyway, people, I know I've been rambling for a while. This video has been very long. But yeah, let me know, do you enjoy these kind of videos where I just sit down and talk to you guys about the channel and all of that, and give you a proper update on everything? Oh, one thing I should probably mention, guys, I'm gonna try and get back to 2 uploads per week. I know my about section currently says I upload every Wednesday and Friday. I actually didn't realize that for a bit, and I only saw that recently, and I thought, oh my, it's been like that for so long. Yeah, guys, I'm trying to get back to it. It's just currently I am so busy with work, I can barely upload 1 video per week at the moment. Like, keep in mind, with YouTube, it's so much more than just filming a video and posting it. You need to edit the footage. Well, you need to come up with a good idea first, then you gotta film it, then you gotta edit it, then you gotta create a thumbnail and all of that. And all of this takes hours and hours and hours. And when you got a full-time job, yeah, people, it can get really tricky. But I'm trying to kind of work on my scheduling and trying to work on a timetable where, I don't know, I just keep everything a bit more structured, because I have been able to do that in the past. So yeah, let me try that. I'll try to get back to 2 uploads per week. And thank you so much to everyone who's been patient and still supporting the channel. I would like to finish it off with saying rest in peace to Nagini, and I'm definitely gonna miss you. She has been by my side for 6 years, and yeah, she was definitely one of the most unique fish I had. And yeah, guys, if you want to see a care guide that I've made about the rope fish, where I spoke about everything that I learned whilst keeping Nagini in that, then click right here.